What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 4 of my Road to Summer Shredding. I'm here at the Strong Culture HQ about to ship out some packages out. For those that don't know, we just had our customer appreciation sale over the weekend, but as you're currently watching this, it is now completed, and we want to thank everybody that was able to snag up some items and capitalize on the sale. Hopefully you got your packages in already, have tried it out, and hopefully you liked it. We do our best to try to provide you guys with the best quality clothing at an affordable rate. For those that missed out, you could still use one of our athletes discount code. If you want to use my code, it's basically just my name, Darnell, on checkout to still save you 10% off from whatever's left remaining. But yeah, I'm about to gather up these packages and send them out right away.
We watch the sun go down over the same old town, like so many times before. We look at the same old stars, battle the same old wars, like so many times before. And I know that we're not perfect, but I'm gonna miss all that we had. Yeah, I know that we're not perfect, but I need this night.
Right now.
Tell me who you are, get in the car.
Right now.
Alright, so we're going to kick off this video a little bit different. I'm planning to make this video a little bit more casual, as it is supposed to be a Q&A, and also going to be showing my workout that I did with my buddy Jared at Good Life. So throughout this whole video, you're going to see the workout that we did. I kind of ran him through bodybuilding workout, which he isn't really used to doing since he's more of a powerlifter style of training, or that's what he does. So I kind of put him through more of a bodybuilding style of workout. But throughout this video, I'm going to be doing a Q&A and kind of just mashing it up into one video. So you'll see overlaps of the workout itself, and then it's going to flash back to here where I'm going to be answering some questions that I've received through my Instagram stories. But yeah, so I'm actually eating one of my meals right now, some cream of rice with some cod along with it. It sounds kind of weird, but the cream of rice is flavored as taco, so it's kind of like a fish taco type of dish. And got one scoop of Ghost in here as well, just to up my protein a little bit, kind of hit my macros for the day. So we are gonna scroll through some of these questions. I'll just answer it one by one. But yeah, today's gonna be an arm day. We just got here at the Good Life Refinery, the new gym that just opened up. So you saw that gym in my last video, but now we're gonna do a full-on workout. Gonna run this guy through like a typical arm day, like the ones that I do for myself. A little bit of shoulders, so a lot of volume, which is probably not used to because he's more of a power lifter. But yeah, gonna down some pre-workout and then kind of head in right away.
I'm gonna look like Darnell by the end of this, so it's gonna be good.
So if you guys wondering, I took a little bit of caffeine earlier on in the day, so I'm now doing a non-stim. So I got the Ghost pump over here. Gonna try to do my best not to
dry scooping it.
Yeah, not to spill it over. Try to keep the vehicle clean.
I feel like that's gonna be impossible.
Well, here it goes.
That's pretty good. I don't have much water. I probably just put it in here. I'll just drink it today. Do something different.
Wow.
I always dry. Why? Should I dry scoop? Do you want me to dry scoop? Fine, I'll dry scoop.
Like, wow. Every video I've done with like on his channel, it's always been dry scoop.
I always force him. He's always like, no, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm like, come on, one more.
The moment it goes to my video, he's like, I'm gonna take it now. Like, what the fuck?
There you go. All right.
The reason why is because ghost tastes good.
I know, it's candy. It's basically like eating those pixie sticks. But yeah, gonna head right away, hit this arm workout. Go! Point. There's gonna be like a full time.
Alright, so question 1. What got me started into fitness? Funny story with that one, like it wasn't anything like dramatic or whatever. It's like I was just finishing up my second year in university. I just finished up doing spring courses, so I probably had a 2-month period between then and when the next semester started, and it was more so just of like an idea. I was like in my head, I was just like, I got all this time. I like to eat food. Me and my buddies like go out to buffets like very frequently at the time, and it was like, why not try translating that into muscle and start doing more exercise and trying to like, you know, build a body that you could be happy with. Not to say that I didn't like the way I looked, it was just more of like, why not just improve it, find ways to improve it. And for me, working out was something like I attempted in the past, like in high school, but it would just never stuck. It was one of those things where I just didn't know enough, where I was kind of just like, it was like shooting fish in a barrel, just trying it out, seeing what happens without really putting much effort into it. Does that make sense? But yeah, for me, I just took it as like something that was honestly just something to do. And it wasn't until I started seeing, you know, like little lines here and there, like in your shoulders, where it kind of just clicked to me, where it was like, the moment I saw results, I got instantly hooked, because to me, it made no sense to like stop or to work that hard and then just stop to see it kind of just vanish. So that's when I kind of started getting into it more seriously, looking up people on YouTube, learning different exercises, different routines, learning about supplements and nutrition, just to get a rough idea of how to like progress even more. And a lot of it was just self-taught. It did help that I did take some nutrition courses during university too, so that kind of gelled in together. But for the most part, it was a lot of trial and error, and I credit a lot with watching honestly the OG YouTube, the fitness YouTubers like CG, Chris Jones, Athlete X for a period of time, learning about like just basic exercises, because it did match up with my athletic therapy background, and the stuff he was saying just made sense in a way. But it was more so just form correction and things like that. But there's a lot more that I could go with. Yeah, those would be, or even The Rock. Like The Rock was a big one too. Like, but yeah, it was a lot of trial and error, and over time, you kind of just develop your own style after learning from, not only from like reading, but through other people that inspire you and that kind of, I wouldn't say have what you want, but you strive to be somewhat like them with their success when it came to like working out, and honestly even life in general. Christian Guzman is like one of the big ones, one of the main ones. Him and The Rock is just, I don't know, their stories it's just so relatable in terms of what I want to be and want to do. But yeah, it kind of just started just as a challenge, just to see like what would happen if I fully committed to something. So I guess that kind of translates to pretty much anything that you want to do. Like if there's something you're uncertain about, just commit to it, learn everything you can about it, and just kind of find ways to improve it in the long run. And yeah, that's pretty much how my fitness journey started.
He's literally fucking dying. He's like, I'm like, we're done? And he's like, we still got 2 more.
Yeah, we just done our 3rd set. We're supposed to do 5. I see him bringing back the weights. I'm like, what are you doing? It's only the 2nd exercise, guys, so.
All right, so question number 2, how do you, and this kind of ties in with the last question, how do you balance everything, especially being on a contest prep with, you know, family events, and relationships, things like that. And honestly, it's just all about communication, just making it known that what your goal is to those around you, and doing the best as you can to help them understand why you're doing what you're doing. At the end of the day, like for me, it's always about self-improvement. It's a way to challenge myself, so I try to express that as much as possible to those around me. And over time, I found that they kind of started to adopt it. They might not have it grasp it fully in the beginning, but over time, when they see you, like say, go through one show and see what it does, it's like, okay, they kind of get used to that process, and you know, they kind of just work with it. You know, like it's one of those things that they care about you and your goals, they'll work with it, and they're not gonna like shun you away. Obviously, it kind of sucks having to like cut things out, but at the end of the day, you gotta realize this phase is temporary. Like for myself, it's only gonna last 12 to 14 weeks depending how long I want to be in prep. So it's just knowing that it's temporary, reminding the people around you of what you're doing, and you know, just overall communication is kind of how you kind of create that balance and understanding with the people around you. But yeah,
I think Shine is here.
No, very bottom.
Look
Very
who
bottom
came.
reset.
A wild China in a habitat coming in.
Must be really disappointed in them.
If you could say a few words to her right now, what would you say?
I tell her that she needs to work out and stop working her fingers.
Right?
I don't know what to do.
Are you guys watching me? I'm gonna watch this back. I'm gonna see what you said. Oh my gosh.
okay, so question 3, what is my current training split? So not many people will agree with this, but I train pretty much every day. The way my split is, if we're starting with Sunday will be leg day, Monday will be shoulder day, Tuesday leg day, Wednesday chest day and tri day, Thursday back, Friday arms, and then Saturday another back day. So the way I kind of laid it out, if you kind of place it all on paper, kind of write it down, I do give myself around about 48 hours between each muscle group for them to recover. And the reason why I kind of do every day, it's more so of like frequencies. Like I've tried rest days in the past, and it was one of those things where I don't know, just like for me, I just like working out, you know. And it's not to say that every single workout is like going to failure, just burning out everything left, right, and center. For example, I have two leg days and 2 back days. One of them is usually a lighter one. It's more of a I consider it somewhat of an active rest. And then with cardio, to be honest, I only do cardio when I'm on prep. Like I try to after prep kind of stay with it for a bit, but eventually it kind of falls off, and that's honestly just on my part, my habits, and something that I kind of want to, you know, improve on eventually, just to slowly incorporate cardio every now and then, just for overall health. But yeah, I train 7 days a week. I try to, it's basically somewhat of a bro split, and then I kind of give myself about 48 hours between muscle groups to allow them to recover.
We'll get really close on your arm so it looks humongous. Make sure you cut this out where I say that. We don't want people knowing we're catfishing right
All right, so next question. What was the lowest body fat percentage on any cut, and what weight were you? I was sitting in the 130, almost 135 to be honest, and that was during my first competition prep. I coached myself, so with that one I believe I dieted too hard on it, cut down a lot of body fat, but I feel like I sacrificed muscle along with it, because I didn't know exactly what point I should be at. So I just, in my head, I was like, just get as shredded as you can, and whatever happens happens. That one I noticed my strength dipped a lot, and during that time I believe I know I was in the single digits, but to put an exact number on it, I never done any testing. I had one of those, I guess, handheld body fat percentage monitors, and even then it was kind of like, it said I was below 5%, but I highly doubt it, because those the variables on that is very, very wide, so it could, like, you could easily get errors on those type of devices. So I took that with a grain of salt, but for sure in my head, in the single digits.
Hated my life. Just end me now. Going lighter.
Going lighter?
Don't have that on tape. Don't show it. Don't show my weakness.
Okay, so next question. What keeps me motivated? So, trying to figure out a way to kind of like shorten this answer, because I could actually go on and on with this, but I guess early on when I started my fitness journey, you get these people, even like relatives, things like that, that just come up and kind of just ask you for advice of how to, like, you know, reach a certain, how to, like, for example, how to gain size, how to gain this and that. And for me, it's realizing that over time I was actually making an impact on these people, and for me to see them gain results and for them to kind of, I guess, give feedback of they're like, oh, like, thanks for like helping me out, you actually made a difference. It's like, wow, it's very fulfilling knowing that you can make an impact on people's lives like that. So for me, through fitness, it's just finding different ways to kind of inspire people, as cheesy as that sounds. So, like, for example, with this competition, I want people to realize that that with everything that I go through, everything that you see on social media, is just to realize for themselves that I'm not any more capable or any more special than they are. I started at ground zero, just like with everything else that you begin with when starting something new. It all just took time, effort, consistency, those three main factors, and just being able to kind of push through adversity every time you hit a plateau or brick wall that kind of gets you stuck for a little bit. The things that I do, the things that that I accomplish for myself, it's like, again, anybody would be able to do it if they put their mind to it. And I guess a cool story that from a person that I actually used to work with at my job. It was weird, but it was cool at the same time. He came up to me and he was saying, "Yo, I saw you on Instagram. Like, you inspired me to want to compete." And fast forward 2 years later, he did end up competing. I actually competed with him in the same show for his first ever show. And seeing that, knowing that you inspire someone to rise up and kind of just go past their barriers and do things that they might have doubted themselves of doing. It's one of those things that's just fulfilling, and it's fulfilling to know and to kind of just realize that you made an impact on someone. So with something like this, with competing, again, it's just spreading that message that whatever you see with anything that I do and accomplish, I'm not more capable than you are. You're able to do the exact same thing yourself if you decide you want to go that route. Yeah, it's more of a mental game than kind of a, I guess, physical. I don't know if that's kind of like the right saying to put on it, but yeah, it's just realizing that for yourself and kind of just pushing through it.
All right, last set of the workout. We got alternating bicep curls.
Are you supinating?
All supinating, yeah. Depending on the set.
think we're gonna wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know this was a super casual one, nothing too much going on aside from the workout video and this Q&A, but hopefully you got some info and you kind of learned a few things about me and how it all kind of started and to where it is now, and kind of my mindset when it comes to certain things. But again, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please like it, subscribe, and if you haven't commented, comment below, whatever, if you want to. But yeah, catch you all on the next vid.